The moment the rumors started spreading across Atlanta, nobody believed them at first, but the whispers refused to die. The story sounded too explosive, too unbelievable, and too dangerous to be real. People were saying that 50 Cent had somehow gotten Tamika "Tiny" Harris pregnant, and that a secret DNA report had just been revealed behind closed doors. Inside the Harris household, the tension had already reached a breaking point. T.I. was furious, pacing across the room, while King Harris stood near the door, trying to understand how the situation had spiraled this far out of control. Nobody in that house expected the name 50 Cent to suddenly become the center of their family crisis. Yet here they were, trapped in a storm of accusations, secrets, and anger that was about to explode. T.I. slammed his hand on the table, demanding answers from Tamika "Tiny" Harris, while King Harris watched his parents argue with a mixture of shock and rage. Tamika "Tiny" Harris kept repeating that things were not what they looked like, but every time she tried to explain, T.I. interrupted her. The problem was that the DNA report had already been leaked to a small group of insiders, and the name written inside that document was the same name everyone was whispering about, 50 Cent. For King Harris, hearing that name connected to his mother was like pouring gasoline onto an already burning fire. King Harris kept asking how 50 Cent could even be part of the story, while T.I. demanded the full truth from Tamika "Tiny" Harris. Outside the house, the gossip machine was already moving at full speed. Bloggers and entertainment insiders were hinting that 50 Cent had been secretly communicating with Tamika "Tiny" Harris for months. Some sources claimed the two had crossed paths during industry events, while others insisted there had been private meetings that nobody knew about. What made things worse was that 50 Cent had a reputation for turning drama into public spectacle. Whenever 50 Cent got involved in controversy, he rarely stayed quiet, and people were already waiting to see if 50 Cent would address the rumors directly. Meanwhile, inside the Harris home, T.I. was losing patience. T.I. kept repeating the same question over and over again. How did 50 Cent become connected to Tamika "Tiny" Harris in the first place? Tamika "Tiny" Harris looked exhausted, overwhelmed by the pressure of the accusations surrounding her. She tried to explain that rumors can grow out of nothing in the entertainment world, but King Harris was not convinced. King Harris had already seen screenshots circulating online where fans were tagging 50 Cent alongside Tamika "Tiny" Harris and mocking T.I. The embarrassment alone was enough to ignite another round of shouting between T.I. and Tamika "Tiny" Harris. Across the city, the name 50 Cent kept appearing in conversations that had nothing to do with music anymore. Industry insiders were trying to piece together whether 50 Cent had really been involved with Tamika "Tiny" Harris, or whether someone had manipulated the DNA story to create a scandal big enough to damage T.I. and his family. But inside the Harris home, speculation didn't matter. For T.I., the only thing that mattered was the truth, and he wanted that truth directly from Tamika "Tiny" Harris. King Harris tried to calm his father down, but the more he spoke, the angrier T.I. became. T.I. couldn't stop thinking about the possibility that 50 Cent might have been laughing behind the scenes while the Harris family was falling apart. Everyone knew that 50 Cent enjoyed stirring controversy online, and the idea that 50 Cent might publicly mock the situation made the tension even worse. Meanwhile, Tamika "Tiny" Harris finally raised her voice and insisted that the entire situation had spiraled out of control because of rumors and leaked documents that were never meant to become public. But the damage had already been done. King Harris had seen the reaction online, and it was brutal. Fans were debating whether 50 Cent had secretly humiliated T.I., while others accused Tamika "Tiny" Harris of hiding something from her own family. The situation turned even darker when someone claimed the DNA report was authentic. That single claim spread across social media like wildfire, dragging 50 Cent, Tamika "Tiny" Harris, and T.I. into a scandal that no one could control anymore. Late that night, the arguments finally slowed down, but the tension remained heavy inside the house. King Harris sat quietly while T.I. stared at his phone, waiting to see whether 50 Cent would say something publicly. Everyone knew that if 50 Cent decided to respond, the situation could explode even further. Meanwhile, Tamika "Tiny" Harris sat alone, realizing that one rumor had now placed her at the center of a storm involving 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris. None of them knew that the next day would bring an even bigger shock, because new information about the DNA report was about to surface, and the name 50 Cent was about to appear again in a way that would send T.I. and King Harris into an even deeper fury. The next morning felt heavier than the night before. Inside the house, the silence between T.I. and Tamika, Tiny Harris was louder than any argument they had the previous night. King Harris woke up early, scrolling through his phone, and what he saw immediately made his stomach drop. Social media had exploded overnight, and the name 50 Cent was trending everywhere alongside the name of his mother, Tamika Tiny Harris. Every post, every comment, every video seemed to repeat the same shocking rumor, that the leaked DNA report connected 50 Cent directly to the pregnancy story. King Harris felt anger building inside him as he kept reading. Some people online were mocking his father, T.I., while others were accusing Tamika Tiny Harris of hiding the truth. The disrespect was everywhere. King Harris couldn't stand seeing strangers talk about his family like they knew the full story. When T.I. finally walked into the room, King Harris immediately showed him the phone screen. The moment T.I. saw the headlines mentioning 50 Cent again, his jaw tightened. For T.I., the problem was not just the rumor itself. The real problem was the humiliation spreading across the internet. Everywhere he looked, people were tagging 50 Cent and joking about the situation. T.I. had dealt with public drama before, but this felt different. This wasn't just a rap rivalry or celebrity gossip. This rumor was attacking his family, his marriage, and his reputation all at the same time. Meanwhile, in another part of the city, 50 Cent was also aware that his name was trending. Anyone who knew 50 Cent understood that he rarely ignored controversy. Over the years, 50 Cent had built a reputation for responding to drama in ways that made the situation even bigger. People were refreshing his social media pages every few minutes, waiting to see if 50 Cent would post something about Tamika Tiny Harris or T.I. Back at home, Tamika Tiny Harris finally walked into the living room where T.I. and King Harris were sitting. The tension was immediate. T.I. looked directly at Tamika Tiny Harris and asked the same question again that he had asked the night before. How did 50 Cent become part of this story? Tamika Tiny Harris tried to stay calm, explaining once again that rumors in the entertainment world often grow without proof. But King Harris interrupted, telling his mother that people online were claiming the DNA report had already been confirmed. That statement immediately reignited the anger inside T.I. He stood up and began pacing across the room again. T.I. kept repeating that someone had to be responsible for leaking the DNA document in the first place. Whoever released that information clearly knew the damage it would cause. And the more T.I. thought about it, the more he wondered whether 50 Cent himself might somehow be involved in the chaos. King Harris was just as furious. For him, seeing his mother's name connected to 50 Cent in thousands of comments felt like a direct attack on his family. King Harris started talking about confronting 50 Cent publicly if the rumors continued spreading. T.I. quickly told King Harris to calm down, but it was obvious that both of them were thinking about the same possibility, a direct confrontation with 50 Cent. At that same moment, the situation took an even more dramatic turn online. A popular gossip page suddenly posted what they claimed was a screenshot of the DNA report. The image was blurry, but the names visible in the document were enough to send social media into another frenzy. Within minutes, thousands of users were sharing the post and tagging 50 Cent, T.I., and Tamika Tiny Harris. When King Harris saw the post, he immediately showed it to T.I. The room went silent as T.I. stared at the image on the phone screen. Even though the screenshot wasn't completely clear, the implication was enough to ignite another wave of anger inside him. T.I. looked at Tamika Tiny Harris again, searching her face for answers. Tamika Tiny Harris looked frustrated and overwhelmed. She insisted that the screenshots circulating online could easily be fake. According to Tamika Tiny Harris, people often edit documents to create scandals involving celebrities. But the problem was that once rumors reach social media, they become nearly impossible to stop. Across the internet, fans were already speculating about how 50 Cent might respond. Some people believed 50 Cent would ignore the situation completely. Others believed 50 Cent would eventually post something sarcastic that would make the entire situation even worse for T.I. and his family. Back in the house, the tension finally reached another breaking point. King Harris told T.I. that if 50 Cent said anything disrespectful online, he wouldn't stay quiet. T.I. understood his son's anger, but he also knew that reacting publicly could make the situation even bigger. As the afternoon approached, everyone waited for the same thing, a response from 50 Cent. Because if 50 Cent decided to speak about the rumor involving Tamika "Tiny" Harris, the situation could quickly turn from online gossip into a full-blown celebrity war between 50 Cent and T.I. And just as the tension inside the Harris household began to settle for a moment, a notification suddenly appeared on King Harris's phone. It was a brand new post, and the account that posted it belonged to none other than 50 Cent. The message was short, but the moment King Harris read it out loud, the anger inside the room exploded again, because it sounded like 50 Cent was finally responding to the entire scandal. The moment King Harris opened the post from 50 Cent, the entire room went silent. King Harris stared at his phone for a few seconds before reading the message again, just to make sure he understood it correctly. The post from 50 Cent was short, but it was written in the same sarcastic tone that everyone had come to expect from him. In the post, 50 Cent joked about how the internet loved to create wild stories about celebrities, but he also added a line that made the situation even more confusing. Instead of clearly denying the rumor involving Tamika "Tiny" Harris, 50 Cent simply laughed it off and told people to relax before believing everything they see online. For T.I., that response felt like gasoline being thrown onto an already raging fire. T.I. had been hoping for a clear statement from 50 Cent that would shut down the rumor completely. But instead of doing that, 50 Cent had posted something vague that allowed people to keep speculating. T.I. looked at King Harris and shook his head in frustration, realizing that the situation was only going to grow bigger. Within minutes, the internet exploded again. Fans were analyzing every word written by 50 Cent, trying to figure out whether he was denying the rumor or secretly teasing it. Some people believed 50 Cent was mocking the entire situation, while others believed 50 Cent was purposely keeping things mysterious to generate attention. Either way, the result was the same. The names of 50 Cent, Tamika "Tiny" Harris, and T.I. were now trending together across every social media platform. Inside the Harris house, T.I. was no longer willing to stay silent. T.I. believed that the vague post from 50 Cent had crossed a line. If the rumor was false, then 50 Cent should have clearly said so. But instead, 50 Cent had turned the entire situation into a joke. That was something T.I. could not accept. King Harris felt the same way. The more he read the comments under the post from 50 Cent, the angrier he became. Thousands of users were tagging T.I. and laughing at the situation. Some comments were even accusing Tamika "Tiny" Harris of secretly meeting 50 Cent months earlier. None of those claims had been proven, but the internet didn't care about proof anymore. Meanwhile, Tamika "Tiny" Harris looked exhausted. The constant accusations, the endless rumors, and the public attention were starting to wear her down. Tamika "Tiny" Harris tried once again to tell T.I. that the story involving 50 Cent had grown far beyond reality. According to Tamika "Tiny" Harris, someone somewhere had started the rumor, and now millions of people were repeating it without knowing the truth. But for T.I., the biggest issue was respect. Whether the rumor was true or false, T.I. believed that 50 Cent should have handled the situation more seriously. Instead, 50 Cent had made a joke while the Harris family was dealing with the consequences. That decision only made T.I. even more determined to confront 50 Cent directly. As the afternoon continued, the situation kept escalating online. Entertainment bloggers started releasing videos analyzing the entire scandal. Some of them claimed that the leaked DNA report might actually be fake. Others insisted that the document looked authentic. The truth was that nobody had confirmed the report officially, but that didn't stop people from forming strong opinions. King Harris continued refreshing social media, watching as the conversation kept growing. Every few minutes, someone new was posting about 50 Cent and Tamika "Tiny" Harris. Some fans even began speculating about how T.I. might respond publicly. Finally, T.I. made a decision. Instead of waiting for the rumors to spread even further, T.I. decided he would address the situation himself. T.I. believed that staying silent was only allowing the story to grow bigger. When King Harris heard that his father was considering a public response, he immediately supported the idea. King Harris believed that confronting 50 Cent directly might finally stop the rumors. Meanwhile, across the city, 50 Cent was watching the reaction to his post. People who knew 50 Cent understood that he paid very close attention to public reactions online. Every comment, every meme, and every headline about the situation was only making the story bigger. But what nobody knew yet was that something unexpected was about to happen. Behind the scenes, a media outlet had been investigating the mysterious DNA report that started the entire scandal. That investigation was about to reveal new details about where the document came from. Late in the evening, King Harris received another message on his phone. This time it wasn't from social media. It was a link to a breaking news article claiming that reporters had finally tracked down the original source of the DNA report. When King Harris showed the article to T.I. and Tamika Tiny Harris, all three of them leaned closer to the screen. Because according to the article, the person responsible for leaking the document had finally been identified. And the name mentioned in that investigation was someone connected to 50 Cent, a revelation that threatened to push the entire situation into an even bigger confrontation between 50 Cent and T.I. The moment King Harris finished reading the article out loud, the entire room fell into a deep and uneasy silence. T.I. slowly leaned back in his chair, staring at the phone screen as if he was trying to process everything he had just heard. According to the investigation, the leaked DNA report that had started the entire scandal had not come from a hospital, a medical professional, or even someone inside the Harris family. Instead, the report appeared to have been circulated by someone connected to the media circle surrounding 50 Cent. That revelation instantly reignited the anger inside T.I. For days, the rumor had dragged the names of Tamika, Tiny Harris, and King Harris through endless online debates and accusations. If someone close to 50 Cent had been responsible for spreading the document, then it meant the entire situation might have been manipulated from the beginning. T.I. slammed his hand against the table again, his frustration finally reaching its peak. King Harris could feel the tension rising quickly. The idea that someone connected to 50 Cent might have started the rumor made him even more furious. For King Harris, the past few days had been humiliating. Everywhere he looked online, strangers were making jokes about his family. Every headline connected the names of 50 Cent and Tamika Tiny Harris in a way that felt disrespectful and personal. Meanwhile, Tamika Tiny Harris sat quietly, absorbing the information from the article. She looked both exhausted and relieved at the same time. From the very beginning, Tamika Tiny Harris had insisted that the rumors were out of control and based on false assumptions. Now, with investigators questioning the authenticity of the DNA report, it seemed possible that the entire story had been exaggerated or even fabricated. But the situation was far from over. In fact, the investigation created even more questions. If someone connected to 50 Cent had leaked the document, was 50 Cent aware of it? Did 50 Cent know that the rumor was spreading across the internet? Or had someone around him acted independently, hoping to create controversy involving T.I. and his family? These were the questions that immediately started circulating online as soon as the article was published. Social media erupted once again, but this time the conversation had shifted slightly. Instead of focusing only on the pregnancy rumor involving Tamika Tiny Harris, many fans were now discussing the possibility that the DNA report itself might not be legitimate. Across the city, 50 Cent also became aware of the investigation. Within minutes of the article going viral, fans began tagging 50 Cent in thousands of posts, asking him to respond. People wanted to know whether 50 Cent had any connection to the leaked document mentioned in the report. Back inside the Harris home, T.I. was no longer interested in staying quiet. The damage to his family's reputation had already been done. Even if the DNA report turned out to be fake, the rumors had spread far enough to affect how people viewed his family. T.I. looked directly at King Harris and told him that the situation needed to be addressed publicly once and for all. King Harris agreed immediately. The past few days had been filled with frustration and anger, and he believed the only way to stop the speculation was to confront the situation directly. King Harris suggested that they release a clear statement explaining that the rumors about 50 Cent and Tamika Tiny Harris were unverified and based on questionable documents. Tamika Tiny Harris finally spoke again, reminding both T.I. and King Harris that reacting emotionally could make the situation even bigger. According to Tamika Tiny Harris, the most important thing was protecting their family rather than feeding more drama to the internet. However, at that exact moment, Another notification appeared on King Harris's phone. This time it was another post from 50 Cent. Within seconds, thousands of users were already sharing it across social media platforms. King Harris opened the post and read it carefully before showing it to T.I. and Tamika Tiny Harris. In the new message, 50 Cent addressed the situation more directly than before. He told followers that the internet had turned a rumor into a full-blown scandal and suggested that people should wait for verified facts before believing everything they read. Although 50 Cent still used his usual humorous tone, the post seemed to distance himself from the DNA report that had been circulating online. But even with that statement, the controversy wasn't disappearing overnight. Fans continued debating whether 50 Cent had been completely honest or whether he was simply trying to calm the situation after it had already exploded. At the same time, supporters of T.I. argued that the Harris family deserved an apology for the damage caused by the rumor. As the evening continued, one thing became very clear. The story involving 50 Cent, Tamika Tiny Harris, King Harris, and T.I. had grown far beyond a simple rumor. It had become a massive internet controversy fueled by speculation, leaked documents, and endless social media debates. And even though the investigation had started to question the authenticity of the DNA report, the truth behind how the rumor began was still not completely clear. But one thing was certain. The relationship between 50 Cent and T.I. would never feel the same again after a scandal that had dragged their families into the center of a viral storm. If you made it all the way to the end of this story, then you already know this situation involving 50 Cent, Tiny Harris, T.I., and King Harris turned into one of the wildest rumors the internet has seen in a long time. But the real question is, what do you think actually happened? Do you believe the DNA report was real, or was the entire scandal just another example of how fast rumors can spread online? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because we want to hear your opinion. And if you enjoy deep celebrity stories and explosive entertainment drama like this, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next big story.